Hey, many fish. It is the 6th of July, 2023. I do pray you're well. Wanted to share, just very briefly, another little factoid in how the devil uses the world as his etch-a-sketch and lays out all these ritualistic monuments and what have you. Today is 1 year ago the Georgia Guidestones were destroyed, okay? So I just started looking around a little bit here. So I decided to draw a line from the Georgia Guidestones. Just so you know, these lines are precisely to these locations, okay? All the locations I talk about. I went to New York City with it because that seems to be, where a lot of this ritualistic stuff happens. One particular place I showed you before called Tesla Corner, where that line that I've illustrated before from Boston to Washington, D.C., showed clearly that there was an absolute intent on these lines. There's no way around it. I went down into Tesla Corner, and I remembered that I had done several measurements. This is Wall Street down here, where George Washington was inaugurated. First president was inaugurated in New York City at number 26 Wall Street. Just remember that. But Tesla Corner, like I've shown you, dissects this line perfectly. 396-mile line. But we have another obelisk in New York City. Very famous. You should go look into it because it was an amazing feat for them to install this obelisk here back in the 1800s. Very big deal, huge Masonic ritual. But I decided to draw a line from this obelisk, which, by the way, sits exactly 3.33. I'll show you. That's this line right here. We'll open up the properties here just to show you. 3.33 kilometers exactly from Tesla Corner to the obelisk, and that's exact, like I told you. Well, I decided to go from the obelisk to the Georgia Guidestones because they were destroyed today. So I set a line exactly at Cleopatra's Needle, and we go down to the Georgia Guidestones, and you just can't get around this stuff. You just can't. Exactly to the Guidestones, and let's look at our miles. Exactly 666.6 miles. You can't get away from that. That is just another example of the devil's playground, and that line is less than 3 degrees in deviation from the obelisk to obelisk line that I've shown you before. So I just wanted to share that with you. One more example that we will not against flesh and blood, but against powers and principalities, spiritual wickedness in high places. God bless each and every one of you. Peace and grace to you. Many fish.
Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord, and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of God,